Welcome back to the Upper Echelon Podcast, where we keep it real and we keep it jiggy over here. Cause why? Cause we ain't never ever scared. Please hit that like button if you haven't already. Also, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so that you can be notified of any new content that I may put out or anytime that I may go live. Welcome. Today we are going to talk about um the big situation that happened at the Grammys this year. I had went live the other day. I want to say it was a Life with Treasure, but I'm not sure. I think it was a Life with Treasure that said that asked me if I had heard about what happened at the Grammys with Jay-Z. So I went and I looked it up and I formed an opinion on it. Now, my opinion may not be the most popular, but I'm going to share my opinion here tonight about what I think regarding Jay-Z's speech that he gave at this year's Grammys regarding the fact that Beyonce did not win Artist of the Year, Album of the Year, sorry, Album of the Year award. Let's see who is in the room. Hey, my sister Rich. Hey, Miss Judy. Hey, Robin Locks, Lachelle's, K Brown, Miss DC, LaWanda. Welcome, you guys. So, the first thing before we get into that particular situation with Jay-Z, what I want to say is what a way to bring in Black History Month. What a way to bring in Black History Month. Let me pull this up. I don't know if you guys are excuse me, y'all. I don't know if you guys are aware of who I don't want to say his whole name because it might affect my monetization, but I'm gonna pull up this article because I want to very briefly talk about what happened with rapper slash activist Killer. Mike is his name. We're gonna call him K Mike because I don't want my monetization to be affected by his name. So he's an old school artist. I'm not really into K Mike's music. However, I think he is an awesome speaker. He is an activist. He has a lot of projects that he does for Black people as far as housing. He's been on a lot of different panels with people such as T.I. There's this I can't think of the woman's name, but she is a Black woman and she's a huge Trump supporter. He's gone toe to toe with her as well. Candace Owens, I believe is what her name is. Can't stand her. Let me see. I got some new people coming in the room. Let me shout these people out real quick, and then I'm gonna go monetize and I'm gonna come right back. Hey, Angel Jones. Angel said, hello, Upper in chat. Upper, I watched up to date 14 of the video you did content on last night. I'll resume tomorrow. Heartbreaking. Yes. I want to do a little bit of a more upbeat topic tonight. Thank you for watching. Hey, Batinda. Thank you to all of my mods that are in the room. Let me pull something up real quick. I want to go, obviously, get this video monetized real quick, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna get into the topic. Y'all give me a minute. I think that this situation that happened with Jay-Z at the 2024 Grammys is extremely controversial. You can look at it from a lot of different standpoints as well. I've seen kind of the same reactions to his speech that he gave. I think I have kind of a different take on it. Give me 1 second. Okay. And then before we get into him, like I said, we're going to get into what happened with our brother Killer Mike. I said I wasn't going to say his daggone name, but it seems like K Mike, he was actually arrested on a misdemeanor right after, which is crazy, right after winning a Grammy. Like I said, crazy way to bring in Black History Month. This is his first Grammy. K Mike has been around for a really long time. Like I said, he's an artist slash activist. He won a Grammy the other night, and then was immediately arrested under citizen's arrest for a physical altercation with a security guard. So let's get into this article real quick with Mike. It says rapper and social activist K Mike was arrested Sunday evening near the site of the 66th annual Grammy Awards in Los Angeles on a night when he took home 3 of the coveted statues. The artist, whose legal name is Michael Render, was booked on a misdemeanor battery charge, according to the Los Angeles Police Department. The department said K Mike was detained and handcuffed for a physical altercation that took place in the 700 block of Chick Hearn Court, which is adjacent to the Crypto.com arena where the Grammys were held Sunday, before being placed under arrest and taken to the LAPD Central Division. The 48-year-old was in the process of being released as of Sunday evening, local time, according to the department. CNN has reached out to K Mike's representatives for comment. K Mike is one of half of the legendary rap duo Run the Jewels. The artist won 3 Grammys on Sunday, including Best Rap Album for Michael, Best Rap Performance, and Best Rap Song for his single Scientists and Engineers. For all the people out there that think you are too old to rap, beat it, he said during his acceptance speech at the pre-televised ceremony. I don't give a damn if you're 78 rapping about how many gals you got in the nursing home. Make sure we keep hip hop alive. So that's all I wanted to say about K Mike. The reason I brought that up is because I was just like, this, in my opinion, including the situation that has gone on or that happened with the speech that Jay-Z gave, I feel like it was a total disappointment and a total just embarrassment, loss, and just a travesty for the Black community. At the 2004 Emmys. It was a disappointment that Mike was arrested right after winning a Grammy. It's like, what are the odds of that? Like, was it a publicity stunt? Was it real? Just the whole thing was weird, right? Okay, so let's get off K Mike because that's not what this is about. But I did want to let you guys know that he was arrested for apparently assaulting a security guard. I don't know if you guys can tell who that is in the back of. That's your boy OJ back there. It's a reason why I got OJ back there. I'm gonna tie it all in. We about to work this out. I'm gonna tie it all in, and I'm gonna explain to you why I chose to have him as my background. Let's see who came in the room. Hey, Jazzy Red. Hey, Melanin Related. Rosinette Hawkins. Let's see. Josephine Edmonds, welcome. So before we get into it, right? First thing first, I'm going to play the speech that Jay-Z gave at the Grammys. Okay, he was very, I'm gonna say he was perturbed, and it seemed like it might have been something going on before he gave that speech. And the reason I say that is because every year Jay-Z does hold a brunch for all of the Rock Nation artists, and not just the Rock Nation artists, but all of the other, popular trendy artists. He holds a brunch, I believe, the day before the Grammys, right? This year he did not do that. So I feel like something was going on there, or I don't know if that was a form of protest or whatever the case may be, but I just found it ironic that this year he did not have that brunch, and then he went on to give this speech. Now, I'm getting ready to play it for those of you who have not heard it yet. So let me pull it up, and then I'm gonna read a couple of the tweets that were put out about how some people feel about what Jay-Z said. And then I'm going to get into how I feel about what Jay-Z said and what his motives could have been. Let's see. Where you at, Hova?
Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince winning their first Grammy in '89 and boycotting because it wasn't televised. And then They went to like a hotel and watched the Grammys. I didn't even understand what the. It wasn't a great boycott. But then, '98, I took a page out of their book. I was nominated for Best Rap Album, and DMX had dropped 2 albums that year. They both were #1. Shout out to DMX. And he wasn't nominated at all. So I boycotted, and I watched the Grammys. I'm just saying, we want y'all to get it right. We love y'all. We love y'all. We love y'all. We want y'all to get it right. At least get it close to right. And obviously it's subjective. Y'all don't got to clap at everything. Obviously it's subjective because, it's music and it's opinion based. But, some things, I don't want to embarrass this young lady, but she has more Grammys than everyone and never won Album of the Year. So even by your own metrics, that doesn't work. Think about that. The most Grammys, never won Album of the Year. That doesn't work. Some of you gonna go home tonight and feel like you've been robbed. Some of you may get robbed. Some of you don't belong in the category. All right, no. That was it. No, when I get nervous, I tell the truth. But outside of that, we got to keep showing up. And forget the Grammys for a second, just in life. As my daughter sits and stares at me nervous as I am. Just in life, you got to keep showing up. Just keep showing up. Forget the Grammys. You got to keep showing up until they give you all those accolades you feel you deserve. Until they call you chairman. Until they call you a genius. Until they call you the greatest of all time. You feel me? Thank you.
You know what, guys? I don't know what you guys saw or what you guys heard while he was up there, but I'm here tonight to keep it completely honest. I know there's a lot of Jay-Z and Beyonce fans of the world. However, I just gotta be real. The only thing that I saw while he was up there was a Sambo tap dancing. That's what I saw. I saw a poor excuse for our a poor representation of our culture. I am sorry. I get so disgusted when I see Black people trying so hard, begging, so groveling desperately to be accepted by the white man. That is what I saw that is what I heard when I listened to that. Maybe that's not what everybody else heard, but when I listened to that, I heard, please, massa, please accept me, massa. I know you just gave me my freedom papers, massa, but I really, really, really need you to, child, nigga, sir, mind you, this is the same dude. Let people you know what? Let me tell y'all something. The Black race I'm not just the Black race, but the Black culture is the most despised, hated culture, not just and I'm not talking about African culture. Okay, let's differentiate the two, right? Yes, we are descendants of Africa, but I'm talking about Black culture. Black African American culture is very different from African culture. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with African culture, but as Blacks in America, we have our own culture. I feel like the Black American culture is the most hated culture in the whole wide world. And even though it's the most hated culture in the whole wide world, it's still the most duplicated. It's still the most no. So no. Wait a minute. I'm looking at the comments, y'all. Matter of fact, I'm reading this comment, but I'm not gonna read no other comments other than this one until I'm done. Tawana said, you took it the wrong way. They're billionaires. They're not begging. I'm so glad you said that, Tawana. I'm so glad you said that, Tawana, because that brings me into why I feel the way that I do. Let me finish, though. Let me finish, though. We are the most hated culture, but still the most duplicated culture. We are still the most top selling culture. Hip hop culture is the most duplicated all around the world, yet they won't give us they will not give us what we deserve, right? As the people who actually originated the culture. But as soon as someone copies the culture, then they are somehow awarded. They're somehow given these accolades for copying what we created. This has been going on for centuries. Matter of fact, let me repin Tawana's comment. Thank you for saying that, Tawana. And that's why I like going live. I do like creating content and making videos, but I especially like going live because I get to interact with the chat and get to see what you guys think, and we get to bounce things off of each other, right? I absolutely do not mind people not agreeing with my take on things, right? I actually think it makes it very interesting. I might actually drop the link tonight. So here's the thing. Here's why I feel the way that I feel, especially due to the fact that this came from Jay-Z, right? Jay-Z and Beyonce are a billionaire couple who, in my opinion, from my observation, only promote Black culture when it is popular. I'm going to tell you why I feel that way. You guys may not agree, but that's how I feel. They promote it when it's popular. They promote it when it's cool. They promote it when they're selling something. There's always a reason behind it, right? Why in the world would Jay-Z be up here complaining about his wife not winning album of the year at the Grammys when you know that the Grammys is historically racist? My problem with what he said is, I'm gonna show you my problem with what he said. Matter of fact, I don't have to go back. My problem with what he said was when he said, keep showing up until they say that you're the greatest of all time. Keep showing up until you get that position. Keep showing up until they tell you that you're. Why do you have to keep showing up until they, air quotes, whoever they are? Why do you have to keep showing up? Keep busting your butt. Keep doing the best that you can in order to get their approval. What is so important and special about their approval? Somebody please make it make sense. This is coming from the same artist. Matter of fact, I was getting ready to read these comments. I'm gonna go back to them. Let me pull this up for y'all. This is coming from the same artist who, let's see, where is it at? Where is it? Let me tell y'all something. First of all, I'm a hip hop head. I'm a music fanatic. I'm a Jay-Z fan. I don't know if you guys remember Jay-Z's album 444, but it came out in 2017. There was a song on the album 444 called The Story of OJ. Does anybody in the chat remember that song? Does anybody in the chat remember the song The Story of OJ? This is going to directly connect to Tawana's comment. Tawana, I hope you're still in here. I want you to listen to this. Drop a 1 in the chat if you remember the song The Story of OJ on his album 444. Now, how can you make a song like The Story of OJ? Him buying stadiums, he want them to keep looking. He buying stadiums. He wants them to keep looking in his face. What does that have? Okay. How does a person who makes this, let me pull this, matter of fact, where's the lyrics at? Let me present the lyrics, y'all. Let me stop sharing that for a minute. This dude made, okay, so we got some people in here. Period, Rich. Period. It doesn't matter what their pockets look like. Black people in the industry historically still beg for acceptance. Yes, I remember the story of OJ. Now, I'm going to pull up the lyrics in a moment. But the story, the song, the story of OJ, he basically saying, no matter what, you still an N-word. No matter what you do, you're still an N-word in this society. It doesn't matter what type of N-word you are, but you still an N-word in their eyes. There's nothing that you can do. And that brings us to the topic of whether or not race or wealth, no, not race, but whether or not wealth and success transcends race. Does wealth and success transcend race? My answer is no, it does not. Wealth does not transcend race. It doesn't. OJ Simpson denied it, but he was quoted saying in an interview, I want to say it was in 1968 that he did, where he said, I'm not black, I'm OJ. In other words, he felt like he had gained and he had garnered so much success and so much money that the color of his skin no longer mattered. And he very shortly realized, even though he was exonerated at that time because there was they didn't have enough evidence to put him away, he realized that he was still an N-word. The whole white America turned on OJ Simpson. If you guys can remember. I mean, I couldn't have been no more than 7 or 8 years old, but I remember all of white America turned on OJ Simpson. It didn't matter how much money he had. It didn't matter how much influence he had. It didn't matter how good he threw that football. Once they thought he committed that crime against a white person, all of that money, all of that fame, all of that success, all of his accolades, none of that stuff even mattered. You still an N-word. And so Jay-Z goes to make a song called The Story of OJ, where he says, this is in 2017. It goes, I'm not going to say the N-word a whole bunch of times because I don't want to be demonetized. But he says light in, dark in, faux in, real in, rich in, poor in, house in, field in, still in, still in. Then he says it again, light in, dark in, faux in, real in, rich in, poor in, house in, field in, still in. And then he goes on to basically talk about how Black people can work to get out of the ghetto, to get out of their situation, to build generational wealth. However, even though he's saying in the song that even though I'm telling you how to get out and I'm telling you how to obtain generational wealth, I'm telling you that you don't have to be on the corner doing things that are illegal. Just realize that even once you obtain these things, you still Black. You're still Black. And for a person to write a song this profound and to still be on somebody's stage begging and pleading for an award is absurd to me. It's absurd. Not only is it absurd that you up here begging for an award from these white folks, but it's also absurd to me that you up here begging for this award when your wife done already won 36 Grammys. They have a total, I believe, of 56 Grammys between the two of them. Your damn 12-year-old daughter got a Grammy, my friend. They have given you a lot. They've given you more than they've given a lot of black folks. So why are you still up here begging these people? Not to mention the fact that now I'm not a big Beyonce fan, you guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I don't follow her like that. But the last time that I can remember that Beyonce performed at the BET Awards, not even performed, but actually even showed up, was like in 2017. And I think she did a performance with Kendrick Lamar. And they were performing this song called Freedom or something like that. I don't know, but whatever song it was whatever song it was along the lines of something pro-black. So it was a pro-black song. So that's why I say that these Beyonce and Jay-Z, they're only promoting blackness, only promoting being pro-black when it in some way benefits them, when it is convenient for them, when they're selling something. And that's why I don't think that they're genuine. Like it's always you want to play, oh, I'm black and that's why I'm not getting A, B, and C. Come on, cut it. You guys have 56 Grammys between the two of you. Your 12-year-old damn daughter has a Grammy. Blue Ivy is the youngest person to ever win a Grammy. I think other than Blue Ivy, Billie Eilish won one when she was 18. I think Lord, I don't know if you guys remember Lord, but she came out with that song I can't remember it, but she's like a British singer. Whatever the name of the song was, I can't think of it right now, but I like that song. But anyway, I believe Lord was like 17 or 16 when she won a Grammy. Blue Ivy, a little black girl, was 12 years old when she won a Grammy. And she won the Grammy for Brown Skin Girl. She won a Grammy for Brown Skin Girl. I mean, come on. And now you on here complaining because you feel like Beyonce should have won Album of the Year. Is giving very much so you're not up here for the people. You are very much so self-serving. You're crying, you're whining, you're complaining. That's the name of the song, Royals. I like that song. You're whining. You're whining. That's what it's giving me. When is the last time that Beyonce actually performed at the BET Awards? When you have a whole award show catering to your people, you don't show up. But you make sure that you show up to the Grammys and even have a whole picnic for it or brunch every year. But you disrespect and you don't show up to the award show that is for your people. Because why? Here we go, a life with treasure. Because why? Because you think you're too big. See, when you feel like you're too big, you feel like there's certain places that are beneath you. Why is it that the BET Awards has to be beneath you? Why are you holding the Grammys up to such a standard? See, that's the problem that we have with Black people and Black culture. Not only do they hold themselves to a high standard, but we hold them to a high standard. As a matter of fact, we hold them to a higher standard than we hold ourselves. We SHIT on our own creations. I think that Beyonce done won more BET awards than any artist ever. I think Beyonce gets something from a BET award every year. She never shows up. In 2017, she did a performance with Kendrick Lamar at the BET Award. In 2023, I think she won a humanitarian award. And she gave some sort of speech for the humanitarian award. But she didn't show up. It was pre-recorded. Why do you feel like you don't need to show up for your own stuff? If you don't respect your own stuff, if you don't big up your own stuff, nobody else will. Black people got that mentality where they feel like the other people's stuff is more important and better than our own. That's what I didn't like about Jay-Z's speech. Why are you up here? I personally, I looked at Jay-Z's at Beyonce's face while he was giving that speech. Beyonce looked very uncomfortable, in my opinion. She looked like she did not want him to do that. Blue Ivy was up there looking confused. And I just felt like, this is crazy. This is embarrassing. The whole Black America should be embarrassed that this fool is standing up here complaining about not getting something from the white man during Black History Month. It was ridiculous. At this point, when are people going to realize that, listen, they're never going to admit that that Black people dominate when it comes to in the entertainment business. They're never going to admit that we sing better, that we dance better. And I'm not lying. It's a fact that we perform better, that we are the most imitated. They're never going to admit it, for God's sakes. They compare Beyonce with Taylor Swift. Can somebody please tell me a song? If I tell you right now, I'm going to push you off this cliff in 2 seconds unless you name a Taylor Swift song. Would you be able to do it? Because I wouldn't. But I can give you about 5 Beyonce songs. And that's not just me. That's a whole lot of people. Now, we all know that Beyonce is 95 million times more talented than Taylor damn Swift. Why are they even being compared? I think Taylor Swift done won probably 10 or 11 Album of the Year awards from the Grammys. So we see that there is a disadvantage. We see that things are not fair. We see that no matter how good you are, because even though I'm not a Beyonce fan, I can admit, come on, let's just be honest. Beyonce, when it comes to vocals, performing, her image, everything is top tier. Top tier. And she has been top tier for a very long time. And then you got this very mediocre, untalented white woman coming out of nowhere. Taylor Swift can't sing. She can't dance. She has the personality of an empty pizza box. She's not funny. She's not fashionable. She is not nothing. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to down the girl. But at the end of the day, facts are facts. There is no way in hell that Taylor Swift need to be getting compared to Beyonce. Is a legend at this point. And this is coming from somebody that don't even really care for Beyonce. You know she a legend when somebody who's not a fan can admit she is top tier. Come on. And you sitting here comparing steak to unseasoned chicken. Come on, let's be for real. Let's be for real. So the fact that those two are even being compared shows us the lack of fairness in this. Jay-Z has been in the industry far too long to even still be fighting this battle. Let me compare. I'm not gonna pull this video up because I don't want to get copyright struck. Lupac, what's going on, girl? She said, well, for one, they shouldn't even be compared because they're in 2 totally different lanes. That is another thing. Why is it? I've seen so many TikTok videos. Who's best, Taylor Swift or Beyonce? Then you got all of the white people saying Taylor Swift and all the black people saying Beyonce. Like, of course, duh, Beyonce. And then the white people saying Taylor Swift, duh. But why are we even comparing them? Why are they even in the same category? Why? Why? Come on. Come on. Imagine, could y'all imagine a black girl coming out singing and dancing like Taylor Swift? She wouldn't make it past America's American Idol through the front damn gate. They wouldn't even let her through, put a toenail into Hollywood dancing and singing like that. That girl, Taylor Swift, has no talent. None. None. She can't perform. She can't sing. She ain't got no range in her voice. She ain't that cute. She ain't that pretty. She ain't got no body. What is special about this girl? Nothing. Taylor Swift ain't shit. And I'm really trying to understand why these white people is playing in our faces like this. They playing in our face. And they know it. And Jay-Z know it. And he been in the industry since he was damn 19 years. Why are you 19 years old? Why are you still begging these people for acceptance? Go make your own shit. And stop begging these folks. It's getting old. It's getting lame. It's getting whack. Did y'all, man, be dressed to the nines, show all due respect when talking about the Grammys and going to the Grammys, but you won't even show your black ass up to the damn BET Awards. That's for us. I'm confused. I'm confused. What's so special about the Grammys? So what if it's like the oldest white? Who cares? And you know what this reminds me of? Lupac said Taylor can't even compare to Ariana Grande. And you know what? Ariana Grande can sing though. I'm gonna give her that. Can she dance? Can she perform? She ain't nowhere near Beyonce, no. But she damn. I'm trying to figure out. Matter of fact, that's a good point. She don't even compare to Ariana Grande. Why is Ariana Grande not being pushed as hard as Taylor? Taylor Swift? I tell you why. First of all, what is Ariana Grande? I don't even know what type of last name that is. She might be Hispanic. I don't know, but she ain't an Anglo-Saxon. They want to push the blonde hair, blue eyes, skinny, flat booty, can't dance, can't sing. That's what they want. That's what they want. That's what they want. You can't compete against that. That's what they want. This kind of reminds me of, do y'all remember? I got so many other things I'm supposed to be pulling up and showing y'all, but do y'all remember the interview that Kanye West had? I don't even remember what year it was, but it was a while ago. This when Kanye really first started losing his mind. You ain't got the answers, Sway. You ain't got the answers. You ain't done this like me. When Sway was trying to tell him, now granted, yes, Kanye did have to bust his butt and go through a whole lot of stuff before he got that deal with Adidas. He did, and he ended up his shoe design and his clothing became very successful. He made a lot of money with Adidas. True enough. However, I still believe that what Sway was trying to convey to him in that interview was like, bro, I get your frustration. I get your frustration. So here is what I am presenting to you. How about just do it yourself? Get it yourself. Make it for yourself. Stop waiting for these white folks to give you something. Not saying that he wouldn't have been successful in how he did it, because you see that he was successful, but you see they almost cut that nigga loose when he started talking about them Jewish people. You seen that, right? And he had to fight to get back in the D. He had to fight to get them Yeezys, the rights to his design back, right? So I feel like Sway was right in what he was saying. Did Kanye have it? See, Kanye is stubborn. He had a vision, and his vision was he wanted to connect and he wanted to link up with a major designer so that he can sell his design and he can make a percentage of money through that label. I mean, through that designer. But what Sway was trying to tell him was, you sitting up here getting frustrated because these designers not seeing a potential in you and they're not giving you what you're asking for. Why can't you just get it for yourself? And that is the mentality that Black people are lacking. And that is why we not winning. That's why we not winning. What's going on, D-Ham? Hey, Rosinette. Let me read some of these comments. And then I'm Lachelle said Ariana Grande is Italian. Well, Italian is white, I guess, but it's she white. She white, but let me tell you something about white folks. I don't even know if this is gonna get monetized because I don't want it to come off like I'm being, a bigot or anything like that, because I'm not, but I'm just telling the truth. Caucasian people are just as colorist as we are. We got a big issue with colorism in the Black community. Now, white people have, them Caucasians, they got a thing about aesthetics, just like Black folks got their thing in their community about colorism. A colorism in the Black community is a real thing. Let's just be honest. But in the Caucasian community, in the Anglo-Saxon community, they prefer blonde hair, blue eyes, no booty, thin lips. That's like their ideal aesthetic. That's their ideal aesthetic. And that's why, even though Ariana Grande technically is white, she's Italian, and she's successful, I don't think she would ever be as big as a Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is cookie cutter, exactly what they're looking for. Zero talent. And she has everything that they're looking for. If you ask me, there's nothing special about the damn girl. Lupac said, what's special is the fact that white don't eat, and you can tell just by the numbers. White artists in pop and country genre make at least 50% more than blacks in R&B and hip hop. That's a fact. I think I read somewhere that country music is probably the highest grossing genre in the States anyway. A Life with Treasure said Jay-Z sounded like a woman score. You know what? This is how I look at it, right? I look at it like this. Jay-Z, he has become so successful at this point. And at this point, he is used to getting damn near basically Jay-Z used to getting what he wanted at this point. Jay-Z is a billionaire. He is. But what Jay-Z is forgetting about is that song that he made in 2017, The Story of OJ. He forgetting about the story of OJ. Money and success does not transcend race. You still black. And mark my words, y'all. Did y'all see? Go back and watch it when y'all get a chance. Did y'all see how nervous Beyonce looked standing up there in that crowd? She looked nervous than a motherfucker. Beyonce was looking like, what is you doing? Because y'all know Beyonce is the type of artist that wants to stay in line. She doesn't want to go outside of the lines. She wants to appear, and I'm not trying to down her, but she wants to appear perfect. She doesn't want any controversy around herself. She's so careful about how the public sees her that girl didn't even break character in the elevator. You see what I'm saying? She didn't even break. That girl so damn trained. She didn't even break character in the elevator. It wasn't even nobody in that bitch. She just knew it could be a camera somewhere. I don't want nobody seeing me. Now, if y'all want to act like niggas, y'all go ahead. But you see how poised she was in that elevator? She didn't move. She didn't lose her cool. I think the motherfucker was smiling. Beyonce is not the type of artist or the type of person that is going to choose to go against the grain. That is not her. That's not her stilo. That's not her stilo. So the fact that Jay-Z did, I'm sorry, but I just do not believe that he had a conversation with her before he did that speech. I just don't believe it. Tawana said, very true. I worked both their concerts when they hit my town. They both billionaires. They like Taylor because her lyrics are clean and wholesome and don't change. Yeah. Taylor Swift is some shit. She really is some shit. They need to put her in a. They need to put her in a room, lock the door, and throw away the damn key and keep her in that motherfucker. And they need to take all them damn albums and burn them. The bitch can't sing, and I wish they would stop it. Why? It's crazy how they lie to us like this, and they just tell us. They tell us anything and sell us shit and call it sugar, and just think we supposed to believe it. The girl is not talented. She just isn't. I can't stand her. She's horrible. Horrible. Can't nobody in here say that Taylor Swift has talent. She just doesn't. Like what Treasure said, and Solange was whooping Jay-Z's. I was coming on here to talk about Jay-Z. I done gotten to bashing Taylor Swift, but I really don't like Taylor Swift, and I really just don't understand why she keeps winning. First of all, check this out. The last Black woman that won a Album of the Year award from the Grammys was Lauryn Hill. Do you know how I'm 36? Do you know how old I was when Miss Education of Lauryn Hill came out? Miss Education, I'm finna look it up. I had to be 9 or 10. It's crazy that first of all, how can someone of the excellence, first of all, once you give somebody like Lauryn Hill, it's funny how money changes situations. Miscommunication leads to complication. That's the fucking classic. How do you give Lauryn the miseducation of Lauryn Hill? How does that get Album of the Year? And then you turn your monkey ass around and give Taylor Swift the same damn award. If you're gonna give Lauryn Hill, musical genius, Lauryn Hill, Album of the Year award from the Grammys, how can you then? That's setting a standard right there. That's setting a standard. The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill is one of the best albums ever created. Ever. Undeniably. You can't argue with that. I'm finna name them, y'all. I'm getting off topic, but I'm finna name them. My top, the number one album, in my opinion, the number one best album of all time is the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. It's just non-debatable. The second one, Kanye West, College Dropout. Undebatable. I'm not gonna argue about it. The third one, I'm gonna have to get out when the John Legend, the first album he came out with Ordinary People, top tier. I don't know if they won Grammys, but my point is, you see the disparity when you can wait. Let's look up when Lauryn Hill won. Let me look that up real quick. When did Lauryn Hill? Once you see Lauryn Hill won back in 19, there ain't nobody come on. He'll win a Album of the Year for, I think that album had to come out like 1997, 1998. Do anybody remember? Okay, so Lauryn Hill won Album of the Year for the at the Grammys for Miseducation of Lauryn Hill in 1999. Oh, there you go, Lupac. 1999. So that shows you right there how difficult it is. How you look at how many awesome, talented, come on, Black women have been out that have deserved this award since Lauryn Hill. Come on, Erykah Badu. Do anybody know, have Janet Jackson ever gotten Album of the Year? I mean, come on. This is clearly unfair. So this is why I say that instead of sitting around begging these people for handouts, begging these people for acceptance, go put that same energy into your own shit. Beyonce, I'm calling you to the front of the class, Beyonce. Why have you not been to the BET Music Awards since 2017? And the last time you made an appearance was in 2023 on a not 2023. I want to say 2023 when she got the humanitarian award. She didn't even show up. She sent them a pre-recorded video that they played to accept her award. She thinks she's too good to go to the BET Awards. I need her to answer these questions. Now, before you get on stage, Jay-Z, and be confronting the recording, the Academy, you need to sit down and have a conversation between you and your wife and ask yourselves why you are not attending or in attendance to these Black award shows. And why is it not as important as this big white award show? Until they can answer that question, I don't give a damn if she never win album of the goddamn year. I don't care. Right, A Life with Treasure. Matter of fact, when did that remember when Monique performed the All the Single Ladies song? I know she was there that year. That might have been like 2013 or something like that. No, that was before 2013. I want to say that like 2009 or something like that. And then she came back in 2017. Okay. And then she sent them that pre-recorded video for the humanitarian award in 2023. She don't fool with the BET Awards like that. You know? So ain't nobody trying to hear that, Jay-Z. Don't nobody want to hear you crying about Beyonce not getting album of the year from the Grammys when y'all don't even support your own people. You don't even support the BET Awards. That's the problem. Somebody said congratulations to Miley Cyrus. I don't even pay attention to Miley Cyrus. I don't know. I don't even know when the last time I remember she was losing her mind. She was twerking and shit on Robin Thicke. That's the last I heard of Miley Cyrus. I ain't heard nothing else. I just think a lot of these white artists are very mediocre. I'm not trying to sound no type of way, y'all, but I'm just telling somebody got to be honest, y'all. Somebody got to tell the truth. Let's get into some of these comments that check this out. In the 66-year history of the Grammys, only 11 Black artists won a Grammy. Damn. Wait a minute. I know. Yeah, I already know Raquel. You know what? I feel like if I could deal with the bees, if I could deal with Brianna's bees, I know I could deal with the real bees, because the real bees probably not even as bad. I don't even think the real bees dox people, do they? I think I'll be all right. Lupac said, as a matter of fact, Lauren made history that night because not only did she win Album of the Year, but she also took home 5 Grammys. That was that very same night. Oh, she deserved it. She deserved it. She deserved it. I don't know if y'all, I don't know how y'all feel about Lauryn Hill, but Lauryn Hill, like I said, y'all, top tier. Top tier. If I'm being honest about Lauryn Hill, I don't even think Lauryn Hill has the best voice in the world. I don't. I'm being honest. I'm being honest tonight, y'all. I don't think she has the best voice. I don't think she has like the best range and all of that, but she has a nice voice. She's creative. She can rap. She writes her own music. She produced a lot of the songs on her album. Like, the girl is like just everything. That album was everything. Can't nobody tell me nothing about. I don't want to. If I hear anybody say something negative about Lauryn Hill, we fighting. May not physically fight, but I'm gonna be upset with you though. That's an interesting question. Of Life with Treasure. I don't know if she was blacklisted or not, but I do know that she came out with this project that I really like. I think it was called like Unplugged or something like that. She has this really, and her music has always been conscious, right? But this particular Unplugged album, it was even more, I would call it even more conscious, because it wasn't just Black consciousness. It was just like an awakening almost, where she's talking about, check out this song that's on the album. It's called Get Out. It says, I get out of all of my boxes, where she's basically saying that she's breaking free of what people's expectations are of her. It's a really, really deep song. The album, it's an acquired taste because, you know, when you come out with an album like when you come out with a project that was so legendary, such as the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, it's really hard to top that. It's really hard to top that. So people are going to always compare anything to, and I really feel like that's why after the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, she didn't really have the success that she could have, because that album was so cold. Like that album was so, it was everything. It was damn near perfect, right? It was damn near perfect. Damn near perfect. So when you try to follow up, when you try to come after something like the Miseducation, it's hard. People are going to always compare any work that you ever do after the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill to that album. And that's why I really feel like after that album, she didn't soar like she really could have, and nothing else that she really did really took off like that. Because they're gonna always compare it to the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Is it better than the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill? T said Lauryn Hill was ambushed for telling her crowd they were lucky she showed. T, you want me to block your ass, T? Don't be up in here. Don't be up in here blasphemy, T. Don't be up here lying on my girl, okay? I don't care if it is true. She did not say that. No, I'm just playing. T said Lauryn Hill was ambushed for telling her crowd they were lucky she showed up for knowingly showing up late. But I still fool with her. Hey, Lauryn Hill is known for showing up late to her concerts. Yeah, she's known for showing up late to her concerts. That I do know. I feel like Lauryn Hill has the right to show up late. I'll wait 5 hours for Lauryn Hill. That's how I feel. Let's get into some of these comments that was made about Jay-Z's speech real quick. I know I sound like a fanatic, y'all, but come on, everybody in the chat, would y'all not wait for Lauryn Hill? Now, if I went to a Taylor Swift concert and that bitch showed up an hour late, I'd be like, well, damn it, bitch. Now you're pushing it, bitch. Now I ain't gonna sit up here waiting on no damn Taylor Swift. Okay, I'm not waiting an extra 30 minutes for Taylor Swift. And if I was at a Taylor Swift concert, it would have to mean that somebody gifted me the tickets, because I would not have paid for a Taylor Swift concert. But for Lauryn Hill, oh yeah, I'm gonna wait for Lauryn Hill, damn it. I don't care, rain, sleet, snow. I'm gonna wait. Okay, Lachelle's not 5 hours, but you get it. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. Let me see. What do you say? Hold on. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna read some of these comments. Let me see this comment real quick. That's what I said. Who can anybody name 3 songs? If somebody threatened my life and said, hey, I'm gonna push you off this cliff unless you name a Taylor Swift song in 5 seconds, I'm a goner. I'm a goner. I don't think that, I don't know. Let me be fair. Okay, so let me think really hard. Oh, okay, I know one. With that song, she hands up, they playing my song, but I might fly away. Running it out like yeah, like yeah. Get my hands up and playing my song. It's a party in the USA. That's one. Kiki is in her own class. Ain't no other students. They couldn't even get me. Rock Out Boy said they couldn't even give me a Taylor Swift ticket. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. No, she didn't. No, she didn't, Lupac. Hold on, that's embarrassing as hell. Wait, y'all, hold on, who made the song? Who made that Party in the USA song? Let me look it up. That's embarrassing. My dumb ass thought that was Taylor Swift. It sounds like a Taylor Swift song. I don't remember Miley Cyrus coming out with nothing. Somebody said you're now a Swiftie. Is that Miley Cyrus though? Hold on, let me see. Party. Is it Miley Cyrus? I don't fucking remember. It sounds like a Taylor Swift song. Wait a second. Oh shit, that is Miley Cyrus. Oop, that's embarrassing. So, like I said, I would have got pushed off the cliff because I just sang a damn Miley Cyrus song. Hell, shit. And Lupac up here talking about she love that damn song. See how y'all see the man is brainwashing y'all. Let me read some of these. Let me read. Oh wow, really, Lightful Treasure? Oh, we got some Miley Cyrus fans in here. Y'all in the wrong damn chat. The hell is going on? Hey, Rock Out Boy said, "Give it up, Upper." We don't know none of her songs. Let's see. So this is one comment. Now, I absolutely did not agree with this comment at all. This comment was taken off Twitter. So this person's name, Mr. Batman. He says Jay-Z whining because his wife isn't as talented as Taylor Swift. Do you know how mad I got when I read that? Why is first of all, these people are delusional. Okay, do I think that Jay-Z should have made that speech? No. Do I think he was whining? Yes, I do think he was whining. I feel like he needs to go and take his black ass to the BET Awards and get the same energy. Or not the same energy, but show up for them like he show up to them damn Grammys. But I don't think that it's because he's jealous because his wife isn't as talented as Taylor Swift. Where are these people coming up with this shit? At the Grammys, Fast last night was hilarious and once again shows the dishonest and racism of the black community. This person is delusional. He whines about white accomplishments while his wife Beyonce culturally appropriates white people. Let me tell you something. I don't know what idiot wrote that, but people just, you know, what really blows me about these Caucasians that try to use the term reverse psychology, not reverse psychology, reverse racism. First of all, stop trying to take our words and our phrases. Y'all culturally appropriate us. There is no way for black people there's no way for Beyonce to culturally appropriate Taylor Swift. I don't even know how this damn live became a Taylor Swift versus Beyonce live. But cultural appropriation is when you take something that a majority of the culture finds inappropriate, and then when your culture does it, it becomes appropriate because it is your culture doing it. For instance, cornrows, right? So if a black woman been wearing cornrows for centuries, right? Then all of a sudden, and they were considered to be ghetto. For instance, if you go to a job interview with cornrows, to a corporate interview, they may say that's not the look they're looking for. Let's just be honest, right? But as soon as white people catch on the cornrows and they start wearing them to interviews and they start wearing them on the runway, it has now been appropriated because the appropriate culture is now doing it. That is cultural appropriation. There is no way for a black person to culturally appropriate a white person. That's not even possible because everything that white people do is considered appropriate. Oh God, I just get sick of these dumbass people that just be making these comments. Some of these social sites need to really do an evaluation on some of these people, at least an IQ test or something, before you just letting people just run rampant all over Twitter and just say any damn thing. As a matter of fact, I think I'm gonna make an upper echelon Twitter account. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make an upper echelon Twitter account so I can troll people. Okay, so Alan says Jay-Z Daily, at Jay-Z Daily, your acceptance speech was so full of conceit. I agree with that actually. And then to drone on about Beyonce not winning one particular award is tacky AF. Knowing that artists who had won it were sitting right there. I hope B never wins it. Okay, I wouldn't go as far as to say I hope she never wins it, Alan. That's a bit much. But I would agree with this comment when he says that the speech was full of conceit, because it was kind of full of conceit. Come on, go sit down somewhere, dude. Like, you up here complaining. It's children in Africa starving, and your ass up here complaining about a damn award, and you and your wife got 56 put together. This is not a good look. I'm sorry, Jay-Z done screwed up. That wasn't a good look. It wasn't a good look. It wasn't. It just was, and I pretty much agree with this comment. The only thing I don't agree with is when he said, I hope B never wins it. Like, that's a bit much. Like, she doesn't, I don't believe that she agreed to what he did. I don't even think that she knew what he was going to say, because if you look at Blue Ivy, she was taken completely off guard. She like, what the hell are you talking about? This is not what you said you was going to say. And that's how the baby was looking at him. Let me go on to the next comment. Did I screenshot it? I mean. So this comment says, it's tacky and classless and frankly ridiculous. Awards are subjective. I agree with that. They don't go to who Jay-Z wants them to go to. I agree with that. This isn't hard. On one hand, he's saying Beyonce has won more Grammys than anyone, but still he finds fault. That doesn't make sense. I agree with that. In the same speech, he talks about how she has won more Grammys than anybody, which he feels should qualify her to win Album of the Year. Do I think Beyonce should have won an Album of the Year award? Yeah, I do. At this point, she's had a lot of great albums. The Lemonade album was awesome. She's had a lot of really, really good albums. But do I think he should have been up there complaining about it in front of other people who won in the same category, or someone else who won in the same category, or other people that won, the award in other categories? I think that was kind of tacky. It was kind of classless, and I don't think that he should have done that. I don't. And I think that he was coming off very bratty. I really do. And he also made a statement during his speech where he said some of y'all shouldn't even been in the category. And I'm like, dude, Jay-Z think he a white man, y'all. He done got all that. Jay-Z done got all of that money, and he done forgot. He forgot about that song he made in 2017. The Story of OJ. I'm gonna say it again. Money and power, not power, but money and success does not transcend race. They still see you as a N-word, and they're not gonna like what he did. Do I think what he did, a lot of what he said was true? Yes, a lot of what he said was true. But I don't think that's how he should have handled it. You want to know how I think he should have handled it? I think he shouldn't have went to begin with. I think the way he should handle it is start going to the BET Awards. Start going to the Image Awards. Start going to the Essence Fest. Start promoting and frequenting these Black events. Let's make those things a big deal. With all of the money and power that he has the power and influence to make those things damn near just as big as the Grammys. I want our people to start seeing our things as special. Why do we always have to look at their stuff as special? Why do we always have to beg for their acceptance? I'm going to show y'all. This is, he thought he ate with that speech, and he really didn't. This is the part where
Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh.
He ate. Hold on.
But outside of that, we got to keep showing up. And forget the Grammys for a second, just in life. As my daughter sits and stares at me nervous as I am.
No, she's staring at you because she said, Daddy, you done fucked up. That's why Blue Ivy looking at him like that.
Just in life, you got to keep showing up. Just keep showing up. Forget the Grammys. You got to keep showing up until they give you all those accolades you feel you deserve. Until they call you.
He talking about forget the Grammys, nigga. You talking about the Grammys? You mad about that? You mad about that album of the year your wife didn't get?
Chairman, until they call you a genius, until they call you the greatest of all time.
Why do you need them, air quote, them to call you a genius? Why do you need them to call you the greatest of all time? Why can't it just be good enough that your people consider you a genius? Your people consider you the greatest of all time. He sound like a jigaboo standing up there. I ain't gonna forget about this. Jay-Z, I'm not gonna forget about this shit, bro. You fucked up. You fucked up. Lupac said, okay, I just watched it, and I'm gonna say, if some truths must, let me read it over here, and I'm gonna say this: some truths not meant to be told was a person, but Jay-Z and Beyonce said fuck black people a long time ago, which is why they don't do the BET Awards. Facts. The only time Jay-Z and Beyonce, or I'm gonna say Beyonce in particular, the only time Beyonce really promotes anything black is when she has a project that she's trying to sell to black people. Remember when the whole Black Lives Matter, George Floyd movement was going on? All of a sudden, Beyonce, Negro Michael Jackson nostrils. All of a sudden, she had hot sauce in her bag with swag. Girl, where the hell all this black shit come from? Now, all of a sudden, because it's popular and it's trending and Black Lives Matter, now all of a sudden you like big noses and hot sauce. Sweet, what's happening here, Beyonce? Beyonce, is you all right? Because you've been a white woman since you left Destiny's Child. Now all of a sudden you like big noses and hot sauce. All of a sudden you at the Super Bowl with a beret on, dressed like a Black Panther. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of our culture. A Life with Treasure saying Texas Pete Upper, you watch Steph Nosy Bystander. She been broke Beyonce down. You know what? I know that Steph does not like Beyonce, and I always hear her say that she don't like Beyonce, but I've never actually watched the video. Matter of fact, I'm glad you said that, because now I'm gonna go watch what she has to say. I knew she wasn't a Beyonce fan though, because Nosy Bystander always says we not Beyonce fans over here. So I'm gonna definitely go check it out. Yeah, and Beyonce at the Grammys dressed like Rodeo Dan. What's with the? I know she from Houston, Texas, and stuff. I get it, but come on, the cowboy boots and the cowboy hat. Come on, Beyonce. Okay, all right, we get it now. We get it. You can stop now. You can stop now. She had all of these women going to these concerts looking like stripper cowgirls with all of this damn glitter and shit and confetti. I'm just like, child, Beyonce. First of all, Beyonce can't. I ain't gonna go too far. I'll save that for another day. I'm not gonna say that because I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna say that for another day. What else did I want to talk about tonight, anyways? Let me see. Did I miss anything? Let me see if I missed anything. Then I'm gonna go into my comments. I think I pretty much covered everything. I know I planned on talking about the OJ, the story of OJ. I don't know if y'all ever seen the People versus OJ, the American something saga or story. I forget what streaming site it was on. Just Google it; it'll tell you. But that's when it really breaks it down. Where OJ Simpson, that brother really thought that to a certain extent that he was just as powerful as them white folks, and he was knocked that ego was knocked down a peg or two. You see what I'm saying? Matter of fact, and this is what I mean. This is what I mean when I say that when certain black people get to a certain level of success, and they start believing that they white, when they reach that certain level of success, and then they get this reality check, right? And then all of a sudden they try to run back to the black people, and they try to get they want to be embraced by the blacks again because the whites done shunned them. So now we're good enough again, right? Let me tell you, when OJ Simpson was on trial, do you know that the jury was allowed to walk through his mansion as evidence, which I thought was like phenomenal. Like I've never heard or seen. Again, I was a kid when the OJ Simpson thing happened, but I thought that was phenomenal. But one of the things that his attorneys made sure of before the jury walked through his home was that he put more Afrocentric things in the home. He put more black things in the home because I believe what it was that his jury consisted of a certain percentage of black people, and not only that, but the people that were watching the trial that were rooting for him were mostly black, and they were trying to show that no, I don't think that I'm white. No, I still do embrace my culture. So that his attorneys went through the trouble of literally removing certain things from his house and replacing them with more Afrocentric decorations. You see how black culture is used only when it's convenient. I mean, this has been going on for years. Tawana said you ain't never heard the song 8 SHIT by the Carters. Yeah, I heard that song. Something y'all would never say or do in a place you can't do it. Something y'all would never say or do in a place you can't do it. I'm gonna have to revisit that song to understand the validity of that statement, because I noticed I've heard the song obviously, but I just don't remember exactly what it was about. Like I said, if I'm being honest, I'm not a really big Jay-Z and Beyonce. I was a big Jay-Z fan. I'm not anymore, but his stuff back in the day, like I like the Reasonable Doubt Jay-Z. This whole new Jay-Z, the Rastafari, I don't know what he got going on, but this new Jay-Z, I'm not, yeah. I'm gonna leave that for Gen Z. I don't know what that shit is. Let me look at some of my comments. She's talking about the scammies. I like that. They boycotted the scammies and then went to watch. Yeah, good point. A Life with Treasure. Also, in the speech that Jay-Z gave, he did say that Jazzy Jeff and Will Smith, they boycotted the Grammys back in 1996. But and the reason they boycotted it was because they ended up winning a Grammy. However, the award, them being presented the award, was not going to be televised. So therefore they didn't go to the actual show. They watched it. Yeah. They watched it because their segment wasn't going to be televised. So they boycotted. But the thing about it is, how are you boycotting the Grammys? And Jay-Z makes this point in his speech. How are you boycotting the Grammys? And you're going to go and give it ratings. You're still going to go watch it. But it's still ironic that he's sitting here talking about the fact that Jazzy Jeff and Will Smith boycotted the Grammys and then turned around and went to go watch it on TV in their hotel room. But you sit up here talking all this crap about the Grammys like you don't know what's going on. Jay-Z, it's not Jay-Z first time snubbing or having something negative to say about the Grammys. I think Jay-Z also boycotted the Grammys back in the mid 90s. But you still standing up here begging 3 decades later. So you ain't no better. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing to say I'm not going to support the Grammys up instead of standing up there crying about it? Stop supporting them. Stop showing up. Just like you stopped showing up to the BET Awards. Lupac said, I know, right? Them dreads look like Shaq. Always wonders what the heck Beyonce even saw in him. Because not only is he unattractive, he's way older than her and he cheated on her ass a few times. It's something going on with them two. I don't know if y'all saw the because I don't think that he's attractive at all either. And it ain't even just the looks, but like you said, he has cheated on her. And I think that's what they were alluding to, the fact that that's what the fight in the elevator was, is because he had cheated on her, disrespected her with another woman, and Solange didn't like it. But I think it has a lot to do with money. I think it has a lot to do with the fact that they've been together for a really long time. I don't know if y'all saw the interviews that their old bodyguard was doing. Was he their bodyguard? I'm trying to remember. I believe it was their bodyguard. And he came out giving all type of statements saying that Jay-Z keeps her drugged up, all type of stuff. So you never know what they call it Hollywood for a reason. So I feel like in order to become that famous and that successful, you have to be in some way strategic. So I think that Beyonce is strategic. I think that, she when you think about it, who else will Beyonce be? I mean, shit. I just don't even, at this point, I don't even see Beyonce without Jay-Z. Tawana said his mind is attractive, his moves are attractive. Well, that's that's an opinion. This speech he gave wasn't attractive. That wasn't attractive. Look at his blue Blue Ivy looked disgusted. Look at her. Look at Blue Ivy. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. She is embarrassed. She's looking at her mama like, Mom, what the fuck is he doing up here? With Diddy. Cheated on her with Diddy. What the hell y'all talking about in the comments? Now, I haven't heard that one now. I ain't heard that one. They always crying when Beyonce don't win something. They don't sit they crybaby ass down somewhere. Shit, Beyonce ain't Jesus. Shit, if she don't win, oh well. Oh well. Could you imagine how the rest of the artists must feel sitting in the audience listening to his ass standing up there crying because Queen Beyonce didn't win Album of the Year? I'd have been like, nigga, shut up. She done won 9 million awards. Like, so what? Like, like 2 tears in a bucket. We don't care. Like, other shit going on. It's wars getting ready to happen. People, soldiers losing their life. People starving in Africa. People still ain't got clean water in Flint, Michigan. You want us to cry because Beyonce didn't get a 37th award from the Grammys? Like, nigga, go sit down. What you talking about? Who cares? Nobody. For real, Jazzy, like, come on, there's other stuff going on. Like, damn, like, with all of the stuff going on in the world today, he shouldn't even felt comfortable getting up there complaining about that shit. Lupac said, yeah, that's why Solange did whoop that ass. Yeah, that's why Solange 2-piece his ass in that elevator. And not to mention, y'all know that rich people be full of secrets, so who want to start over and start revealing their demons to new people? That's so true. Motherfucker, write a book on your ass. Now these are 2 people that probably most definitely would sign us. Hey, you gonna have to sign what's it called? A non-disclosure. Now Brianna making people sign non-disclosures is a joke. Now he's the type of folk that need people to sign non-disclosure agreements. Raquel said Beyonce over it. That was his rant. Christina Mills said he better shut the F up before he become her blood sacrifice. Before he become her blood sacrifice for that award. That's why she ain't won. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna look that up, T. Oh yeah, you know, they've been in the industry so long. You know they got some secrets between each other. Do y'all remember that video? Y'all remember that video where Beyonce was she was at like some sort of basketball game or something, And then they kind of tried to like brush over it like it wasn't a big deal. But if y'all go back now and see that video where she was like super zoned out, like she was like rocking back and forth, and her eyes, pupils was dilated, and she looked like she was like mumbling to herself, and she was totally zoned out. That was the weirdest video, and that wasn't no I'm drunk. I don't know what that was, but people stopped talking about it. But that was some weird stuff, and she definitely did look drugged up, like something was wrong with her. Like I think Beyonce, yeah, she did. She looked over high, like she looked over high. She like she was on some pills or something. I don't know, like her jaw, her bottom jaw was doing that thing that them dope things be doing. So when that bodyguard came out and was saying that Jay-Z keep her doped up, oh, let me take this down real quick. Because you know, I don't want nobody saying that they gonna sue the upper echelon. Even though I ain't got no damn money, still, I'm still gonna everything in this video is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. There, I said it. Yeah, but she did look high as hell. Tawana said she was bored at the game, unfazed, hate sports, ready to go. Well, that could be it. That could be it. She looked high to me. But I mean, it could have been bored. It could have been bored. You know, it could have been that she was bored. I ain't no boredom made your pupils dilate, but I mean, it could be. Maybe she was tired. Maybe she was tired. That could have been it too. But all right, y'all. Speaking of tired, I'm getting tired. My damn self. Park said, yes, oh my God, that went viral. Her eyes looked black and demonic, and you couldn't even see the white around her pupils. Yeah. Yeah. Her pupils were huge. It was just weird looking. Rich said, I saw that she mixed some RX with illegal. She did something. I don't care what nobody say. She was on something. Yeah, she was on something. Allegedly. Thank you, A Life of Treasure. Beyonce too busy anyway to ever see this live and try to sue me for it. I mean, she wouldn't sue my broke ass for this anyway. She probably like, girl ain't got no damn money for me. I ain't even gonna waste my damn time. She not Brianna, y'all. Brianna probably in the bushes right damn now. Let me see if they say my damn name. Come on, there ain't no, ain't no big people. Now the situation with Cardi B and Tasha K, I feel like that was something different. Like, yeah, Cardi B is a superstar, but in the same token, some of the things that Tasha K was saying was completely outlandish. Like she was saying that girl had all type of diseases. Like, yeah, that had to be done. She had to shut Tasha K down because Tasha K was just saying some ridiculous shit. A Life of Children said, girl, stop. She ain't suing me. I know she ain't suing me. Beyonce ain't gonna see this damn video, child. Brianna probably seen it though. She said my name 6 times and the video wasn't even about me. Let me go tell the bees. Make a meme out of that bitch. Tawana Lawson said Cardi said she had those things. Oh, I don't know. Cardi said she had herpes. I ain't never heard her say she had herpes. Well, shit, if she said it, then why the hell she win the lawsuit? If she said it, then why the hell she win the lawsuit? No, she won, right? You know Tasha K got to pay her, right? So Tasha K did something wrong because she lost big time and went and hid her money in Africa, according to Lupac's last live that she did about Tasha K. Oh shit! Yeah, she hid that damn money. I'm about to get up off here, y'all. No, I didn't. Life of Treasure. I did not hear about Nicki at the Grammys. I did hear something about her being snubbed at the Grammys though, or something like that. But was that this year they gave her a Grammy and took it back? I could see that happening. Don't get me wrong. I actually really like Nicki Minaj, but the thing that be hurting Nicki is her attitude. And I've heard other people say that before, but I gotta agree with it. It's her attitude. Nicki Minaj had a nasty ass attitude. She do. She got a nasty ass attitude. She thinks she could talk to people any type of goddamn way. She just got a nasty attitude. But one thing that you have to give Nicki is that she's talented. They tried for years. They tried for years to say that Safari was writing her lyrics. Her and Safari not together, and the girl writes her own music. She writes her own lyrics. And I think that's why I prefer Nicki Minaj over Cardi B, because Cardi has openly come out and said that she don't write her lyrics. So Cardi is not even, I wouldn't even consider her an artist. She's just a face. And it's not that great of a face either. So I'm not a big Cardi B fan. And that bongo song, whatever that bullshit is. Nicki is suing Nosy, and she's a small blogger. Nicki is suing, right. Nicki Minaj is suing Nosy Whole Live. That's another blogger. We're talking about but there is another, let's not get the two confused. There's two Nosy bloggers. One of them is called Nosy Whole Live, and the other one is called Nosy Bystanders. So I did hear about there was like a lawsuit going on between Nosy Whole Live and Nicki Minaj. But if y'all watch Nosy Whole Live, she is off the chain. She be saying all type of shit about people. I don't even think she say alleged. She just be talking shit. And she is a pretty small blogger too. Yeah, but some of the stuff I think Nicki is suing her because Nosy Ho was talking about her son or something like that. All right, you guys. I'm going to call it a night. I hope you guys enjoyed the live. Before you guys get out of here, make sure that you hit the like button. Also hit the notification bell. And subscribe if you haven't already. And I will be back to you shortly, very, very soon, with another live. I have a couple of stories that I want to cover. It'll be a surprise. And I think it's something that you guys would be interested in. Now that Tawana said I love Nosy, she was talking about the freaky husband, Nicki Minaj, freaky ass, freak body ass husband. All right, you guys. Hopefully I'll see you all by the end of the week. Because I probably won't be live tomorrow or Wednesday. So y'all probably see me on Thursday. Y'all stay safe out here on these YouTube streets. Good night. Peace.